Hey guys, welcome back to another video over here on the Chinese Zodiac and horoscopes. Today we're going to be doing a reading for you guys born in the year of the Rooster. So welcome back, my Rooster friends. How are we doing this week? Well, we'll find out, won't we? If I can shuffle these cards properly and not throw them all over the place. Again, a little reminder that I do this with my eyes closed. I keep my eyes closed all the way up to the point where the cards are on the table. So the only time I open them is if I feel I've dropped them, and then obviously I have to pick them back up and put them back in and realign them. But other than that, my eyes are firmly shut. That way I get more of a feeling, and it's not done by me influenced by these cards, like the negative and the positive. I don't want to be influenced by that. I know I have friends watching, so stopping on a negative will make me feel bad. I don't want them to be in that negative, even though I understand and know that sometimes you just have to be, and it's all about balance and perspective, because it's not always doom and gloom. Anyway, eyes shut, shuffling over. Let's see what we've got. Let's stop about there. Also, I must say thank you to everybody that's hit that subscribe button so far. So we're at 300 subscribers now, and that is more than I ever thought we were going to get to. So again, thank you very much. Anyway, let's stop there. What have we got? We got that one from the bottom, that one from the middle, that one from the top. Let's see what we've got. I don't know, I really messed that one up then, didn't I? Anyway, distracted. Let me see what we have. We have got a white and two negatives. Okay, so as I was saying, you know, negative isn't always negative. Black isn't always an attack. White isn't always all right. This could be really bad for you. These could be actually quite good for you. It's all about what it is when we flip them over. And it's the dog, which isn't necessarily a bad card for you guys. It's not a massive issue to be around dog people. It's just more, you're a little bit worried. It's a protective card, and I think you're feeling protective over something or someone, or you know, you're trying to look out for something. You're trying to make sure it's all okay. Maybe potentially being the person that's trying to hold everything together right now. Maybe you feel like it's all your effort and all your focus and time that is being used up in order to preserve what it is that you've got. Maybe right now you are trying to hold that together and try and make that a more livable situation than it would have been. And if you weren't around, potentially it would be an awful situation that, you know, without you, basically. Right now you can rest assured that it is you that is making everything okay, and that sounds like there could be a lot of pressure on your shoulders, but I think you're built for it. I think you're good for it. You know, you're a good leadership type person. You're in full control. You have organization skills. Holding it all together isn't necessarily the worst thing that you could be doing. I just think right now you just want everything to be above board and all okay, and that's the thing. It's not holding it together that's the issue. It's trying to fix it and put it in a place where you no longer have to hold it. You know, you want to be in a place where the pieces aren't falling out anymore, so you don't have to keep rushing around trying to put it back together. It's fixed. You're trying to fix it while you hold it all together, which is all well and good. Again, I think you've got the organization skills. You're very motivated. You're a kind of, you know, an honorable person with your intentions. So you're going to, you know, you can be quite eccentric, I suppose, but you're going to be very enthusiastic with it. And I suppose in some ways that's what's gonna be the positive motivator here, is your confidence and enthusiasm to believe that you can hold it all together while fixing it at the same time. Maybe, just maybe, you need an extra pair of hands, my lovely Rooster people. Maybe you do need a bit of support and help, but you could be in denial about that, which is going to be a downfall, I feel. And this is why we're moving into these negatives. But it's all well and good, because the dragon is your soulmate card. So even though it's in the negative, what we've got here is a combination of things. Not only have we got the opposite of the dog here, which is a conflict sign for the dog in itself, so we're taking a whole flip over. We're also going from a positive to a negative, which is, again, completely 100% opposite to what we've just started with. So you've already cooled this. You know, you already knew something was going to be broken. You already knew that there was going to be something that needs to be held together. That dragon's coming in there with ferocious velocity in order to either help or to hinder right now. We're going to figure this one out in a second, because what we're dealing with again is karmic energy. So we've got this conflict over and flipping it over from the dog to the dragon, but it's in a karmic way. So it's supposed to be happening this way because karma does what karma wants to do, because it needs to claim its debts and it needs to reward what it rewards. You know, this is how karma works. So we've got karmic energy here that's kind of like coming in a bit like a hurricane, a disruptive hurricane, in order to shift things in the direction they're supposed to be going. But it's also your soulmate card, which means it's supposed to be for you right now. So you can ignore it, you can pretend it's not happening, and you can pretend like you're all in full control, but this hurricane is going to swoop you up. And I don't know if you've got the wings strong enough to fly your way out of this one, my lovely rooster people, because this dragon is coming in with velocity. It's coming in hard, it's coming in fast, it's coming in with fire and fury. It's a time of, I suppose, in some ways, of explosive results here. We're going to see a lot of stuff up in the air, you know, a lot of stuff being thrown about, a lot of things on fire, but you can be enthusiastic with it still. You can still be confident with it. As I say, that dragon's not out to get you. It's a very compatible card for you. You know, this is a good card for you, even though it's in the negative. What we're seeing here now is basically we're going to throw you up in the air and we're going to see if you can fly. But even if you can't, it doesn't matter, because you've still got the wings to bring you safely back down to ground. And that's the key here. You can still have confidence if you can believe in yourself, you know. You can deal with this brashness. You can deal with this kind of harshness. You can deal with this. It's really good for you to go through things like this sometimes, to remind you of how strong you are, and how you can deal with stuff like you know, problems or issues that do arise, because that is what you do. You're a thinker, and you can think your way out of this. That dragon is also a doer, so it's in that negative space, because doing too much all at once with no thought isn't going to get you very far. You need to think things through and then figure out what it is that you want to do with it. You know, figure out what you want to get done. And there it is, another doer card, things to get done. But that black rat there that's coming in is a sign of pre-planning and making a sort of a plan to action. It's like you know, trying to solve things that haven't happened yet, but not in a paranoid way, but in a thinking of the worst case scenario way. Unfortunately, the rat and the rooster will have difficulties in communications. It's not as compatible for you as the dragon is. And I think right now, this card is going to bring you into a place where you've got to rethink things through, because you're trying to juggle too much, and holding things together is all well and good. But when those pieces become multiple, it's not just holding it together anymore. It's actual juggling. It's actual shifting it around to get the balance right, so you're not dropping pieces. You know, and that's going to try your patience. It is going to try your patience, and it is going to frustrate you. And that's okay, because you could criticize yourself, you could put yourself down, you could learn from it, you could beat yourself up and become better from that. But again, I just don't think that's necessary. You're just being picky. You're just being, you know, I suppose in some ways competitive and fault finding in order to kind of, you know, slip up yourself, if that makes sense. Like, there was no need for you to find that problem in order to prevent you moving forward. You did that. You know, there are some problems that you need to acknowledge, and there are some things that you don't. It's almost like if you're holding it all together, it is okay to drop the unnecessary bits. You know, it will lighten the load, and that's what you need to do. Drop the unnecessary bits, my lovely rooster people, because otherwise you're going to be dragged into a week next week kicking and screaming, and it will be a horror show. And we'll find out, won't we, next week when we come back and do that reading for you lovely rooster people. I will be back tomorrow with hopefully tomorrow, with a reading for the people born in the year of the dog and the boar. I will see you there if you're interested. If not, I'll catch you next week when we do a reading for you guys again. Thanks for watching. Love and peace.